know we all ready to do it with me. But somebody came out today to bless the Lord. Come on, open up your mouth and give God some praise. Hallelujah. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same. Anybody know God is worthy? Anybody know God is worthy? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. While you're standing, one thing you'll learn about your pastor before he became a pastor, before he became a preacher, amen, I am a praiser. That's right. Amen. And I don't know where, I'm not from, I used to live down in Harlem on 106th Street, amen, but I'm not from this area, so let me give you this disclosure. I don't know where the nearest library is, but I know it's not at 131 West 129th Street. Amen. And here's somebody. The library is the only place where you go where they tell you you ought to be quiet. But is there anybody in here that would say, I came out to bless the Lord today? I didn't come to sit quiet. I come to lift up the name of Jesus. If I had just one person in here to raise their voice and tell me what's the highest praise? What's the highest praise? All right. All right. As long as we maintain that relationship, we are all right. Amen. But I don't believe there's nobody stretched out in front of this church, amen, that ought to let me know that we ought to give God praise. Again, let me remember my manners, amen, to Minister Holman, amen, God bless you, amen. And to his wife, Sister Holman, amen, God bless you. And last but certainly not least, amen, to that lovely young lady sitting on that front bench, amen. God bless you, amen. And to all of you, my father's children, amen, God richest blessings upon you. Also in June, amen, it's the first time I get to serve communion as pastor. Look out there. I'm telling you, I woke up this morning and I asked my wife, I said, am I dreaming? I said, no, I'm not going back to the old church today. I said, I'm going to the church that I'm pastor. Lord, have mercy. Look at God. Amen. Amen. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about my assignment. Amen. I thank God for being able to be around some wonderful praising people. Amen. And we just added the missing piece. Amen. This minister of music. Come on and clap your hands for him. Amen. I can tell me and him gonna get along real good. Amen. 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 Thank God for him. Amen. Amen. But we don't want to weary your patience. Amen. Psalms number 46 when you have it. Amen. And I want to tell you 3 things essential to having a successful and a great church. 3 things that's very important. Number 1, you got to have the word. Amen. You got to have the word. Amen. Number 2, you got to have prayer. Amen. Amen. And number 3, you got to have praises. If you don't have those 3 elements in church, you're not having church. Amen. It's just a club where everybody coming and saying hi and bye every week. Amen. But those 3 things we need. We got to have, we're going to be a word church. Amen. We're going to be a prayer church and we're going to be a praising church. Is that all right? Amen. 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 So for the word, Psalms 46, it says this. It says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, Selah. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. The others' voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease until the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in fire. Be still, thank you God, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. And just before you take your seat, just look at somebody. Now, I don't like to make people lie in church, amen, but I do believe that we need to greet each other so that the word can speak to us. Say, hi, neighbor. Hi. Looking good. Are you ready to receive the word? Amen. Amen. But the word, tell the neighbor that the word today is God is my help. Look at somebody else and say, God is my help. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Amen. God is my help. Amen. And if I had to use for a subtopic, amen, I would say a very present help. Amen. A very present help. Amen. As we go into the Word of God today, or not only in the Word of God, but in our lives, I don't know about you, but there have been some times where I have needed some help. Is there anybody in here that have ever needed help in their life? Amen. I promise if you talk back to me, amen. If you're sleeping, I got to preach long to wake you up. But if you say amen, that'll make you sit down quicker. Amen. Amen. But is there anybody in their life that have come to some points where you have needed some help? If you haven't arrived at that place in your life, I just challenge you just to wait a little while, because there will come some time in your life to where you will need some help. I don't know about you, but sometimes I've sought help and didn't receive help. Anybody in here ever look for help? Don't it seem like you reach out to help people, but sometimes when you need help, I wish I had a witness in here, it seems like there's no one that can be found to help you. As a matter of fact, some of us got these BFFs that say, if you need me, just call. Oh, y'all ain't never heard that in here, because everybody is always there for the next person. But I've been at some places to where I've been told, if you need me, just call. But when I called, I didn't get the response that I thought I was going to get. You see? God help me in here. It's because I've looked into the wrong place. I called the number and automatically it went to voicemail. Or some people will see you calling and let it ring out like they're so busy and they don't want to answer the phone. As a matter of fact, modern technology has it down to where you can mark my name as do not disturb. Amen. It won't even ring on your phone. But I've looked in the wrong place. I've looked for the wrong people, and oftentimes that has put me in the wrong position. We look places that we have no business looking to. I use, for example, if my automobile is made by Buick, I know there's mechanics that can work on all different types of cars, but who better to take my car to for repair than the person that made it itself? I wish I had help in here. That just goes to tell us who better to look to for help than the person who made us. And is there anybody in here, I don't know about you, I'm not an alien or no other form, but I know who made me. Is there anybody in here that can raise their hand and say, God made me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There come a time after I failed in receiving help that I had to look to a guaranteed place to where I could find some help. As a matter of fact, in this same Psalms, round about Psalm 121, it says, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. It says, my help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He said, he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going and thy coming, in from this time forth and even forevermore. So that lets me know that assurance. Let me explain to you, there's a difference between insurance and assurance. Insurance, you have to pay a premium and you have to wait until they finish doing investigations to find out if you're going to get what it is that you need. But assurance means I don't have to worry because I know my God is going to take care of me. Is there anybody in here that knows that God will take care of you? This serves as encouraging words whenever I find myself in the jams of life. Anybody ever been in a jam? Yeah. I'm talking about you got a bill to pay, they getting ready to shut you off. No, y'all ain't never had that problem in here. And it seems like you need to borrow some money, you lend somebody a heap of money, but all you want is a fraction of it back so that you can pay a bill and they can't help you. Oh, y'all not saying amen in here? I'm not going to preach to myself, but I know I've been in some jams to where my back was against the wall. Maybe for you it's been being sick and you felt like your back was against the wall. You feel like you took all kind of medicines and none of them seem to be working, but I want to let you know today that God is a present help. Yes. Even when your bills are due, He's a present help. Yes, sir. When your children are not acting right, He's a present help. Oh yes. When your boo or your spouse is getting on your nerve, He can be a present help. I'm not talking about Sister Oliver, but I know I get on her nerve, and I know God is her helper. Amen? But God is a present help. When you look at the scripture, it says God is. I want you to know it's not used to be or not was. It's not that He would like to be, but it says God is. And is there anybody that can declare with me that God can be everything in your life? I'm talking about He can be money in your pocket, He can be clothes on your back, He'll be a friend when you're friendless, He'll be a father when you're fatherless, a mother when you're motherless. God is my everything. Can I get just one person to say, God is my everything? Yes. It says God is, and then the next word says our. You know how it is. Sometimes people have friends and they figure you only belong to me. Like you my BFF. You ain't supposed to be there for nobody else but me. It's all about me. But did y'all see that scripture that says God is our? God is the only person that I know can be here, there, and everywhere at the same time. Wouldn't you like to trust a God like that? Your friend might not be able to be there for you at all times, but there is a friend who sticketh closer than a brother. And his name is Jesus. It says is ours, so He doesn't just belong to me. The next word says refuge. Anybody ever feel like they need a place that sometimes you just want to hide and you got to get away? I'm talking about from life circumstances. Sometimes it feels like everything is just beating you up, but God can be your refuge. You don't have to necessarily take a long trip away somewhere, but God can help you to find peace right where you are, because He is our refuge. And we need to understand that we can look to Him for everything. So God is our refuge and our strength. Yes, He is. Salvation. And my high tower. Say, I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. Is there anybody that knows that when you call on God, He will rescue you from your enemies? He is your strength. It says a very present help in time of trouble. God is always there providing refuge and security and peace. Amen. One thing about God I like when He show up, because when God show up, you don't need to call anything or anybody else. Sometimes your friend can only be prepared to do one thing and they might have to call somebody else. But is there anybody that knows that when God shows up, not only does He make His presence known, but His power will show up too? When He is present, His power is also. No matter how big the storm is in your life, He's a very present help. It's better for us to trust in the Lord than to put put your confidence in man. I come to tell you, even as your pastor, guess what? You might be able to call on me, but there's sometimes you got to call on the Lord. There might be some things that even the preacher, the deacons, the members, they can't help you with, but God will help you.
Yes, He will.
Anybody know God will help you? Yeah. But you got to put your trust in Him. People will let you down. Can I tell you something? Sometimes it's the people that's closest to you. I wish I had one this witness in here. Sometimes you put your faith and your confidence even in your family, and sometimes those be the main ones that will let you down. But when you put your confidence in man, that's what will happen. But when you put your confidence in God, won't God work it out for you?
Oh, yes, He will.
I come to tell somebody He will do it. You just got to let Him. He will never leave you or forsake you. The songwriter, I like old school that says, I will trust
In the Lord.
in the Lord.
Oh, yes.
That means with everything, with your whole body. Why? Because God's got a portfolio that speaks for itself. He has performed it in days past and gone. He's doing it right now, and He will continue to do. But you got to put your trust in Him. God doesn't save us to protect us. He doesn't do it to pamper us. He doesn't do it to spoil us. But He does it to strengthen us.
Amen.
God will allow things to happen in your life. And He will take, if He brought you to it, He will see you through it. But when you're going through, you're supposed to learn a lesson that, guess what? When all else fails, Jesus never failed. When we look at verses 2 through 9, we will not fear because we see when He comes, things start to happen. And I don't want to weary your patience any longer, but as my second Sunday here, I just want to tell you that we all need to look to God. No matter what our problems may be, God will be our helper. I'm reminded of when I go to the gym. When I go to Planet Fitness and I see the people lifting weights. Oh yes. Anybody go to work out like me? I told y'all pastor gonna do a fitness ministry. Amen. But when I go to work out and I'm lifting weights, oftentimes there is a spotter. Anybody know anything about a spotter? Sometimes the spotter is there and he adds weights on to each side of the bar. And sometimes when you're pressing the weight, it gets hard sometimes. Is there anybody in here that can say, my life get hard sometimes? I wish I had one witness in here. But the spotter comes to add weights on you. Because when you add weights, that's for your strengthening and for your conditioning. I don't know about you, but in this life of mine, I've had some heavy weights. Is there anybody in here that can stand with me and say, I've had some heavy weights in my life. I've had some heavy weights in my life. I'm not talking about something that Tylenol can fix. But is there anybody in here that ever been sick? I wish I had one witness in here. If I got to turn to the wall and say, preach out of her, I think that I will. Well, if you ever had problems in your life, children won't act right. It seems like every time I get a dime, I got to spend a nickel. I wish I was talking to somebody in here. If it seems like one thing, it's another. If your health ain't bad, then your finances is bad. If your finances ain't bad, then your children are bad. But in my time of trouble, God is my spotter. And let me tell you what the spotter does. The spotter stands over the person that's lifting the weight. And the spotter makes sure that when the load starts to tilt to the right, the spotter will balance it back up. Is there anybody in here that knows that God will balance your life? I wish I was talking to somebody in here, but God will balance your life. God is there so that when the bar gets too heavy, I see the Lord reach